online at 560theanswer.com, on the AM 560 mobile app, on your Alexa-powered smart speaker, and on TuneIn, iHeart, and on Odyssey. Now, from the Signature Bank Studios, this is Chicago's Morning Answer with Dan Proft and Amy Jacobson. If you're looking for the latest news, insight into what it means, and the sharpest opinion, there's only one station in Chicago where you can turn, and it's this one. We're AM 560, The Answer.
Top of the morning, Dan and Amy. Spring is here. Time to assess the worthiness of your home. See if there's been any damage done during the winter. You know, I got to say.
And to waterproof your home. Do you guys have sump pumps in Florida? And backup sump pumps? I don't think, well, you don't have basements. Don't have
basements, but depending. But, I mean, I got to say, like, you know, I lived in a condo for so long now. I'm in a home.
It's a lot of work, right?
I think I want to go back to a condo.
I know.
It is.
It's a ton of work. People don't realize home ownership, how hard it is. And when things break down, I mean, you got to be on it.
Yeah, and I'm not Bob Villa over here, so I gotta outsource this to professionals like Roy Spencer. So I either need Roy Spencer to
what do you need?
Establish a subsidiary in Southwest Florida, or I need to find Florida's Roy Spencer down here. We'll see. He is the founder and president of PermaSeal. Roy Spencer joins us now. Roy, thanks for being with us. Appreciate it.
Hey, good morning, Dan. Good morning, Amy. Thanks for having me on.
Good morning. So before we begin, I mean, Amy sort of alluded to it, but just give us the background on your business, how long you guys been around and what you do.
Well, we're off to a good start. We've been in business for 44 years now. We've got over 250 employees. We have 100 trucks on the road. We cover the entire Chicago and metropolitan area and Northwest Indiana, and we've helped over 500,000 homeowners make their homes healthier and more valuable.
And the sort of the panoply of services that PermaSeal provides?
Yeah, of course we do basement waterproofing. We've done that forever, it seems like. And we also do structural repairs, and we do crawl space encapsulation. We can inspect and replace sewer lines, and we do a litany of things. Almost anything below ground we can help you with. Now, an offshoot of our structural problem services is our poly-level program, where we can lift and stabilize concrete. And you mentioned leading in how it's springtime. People are out looking around, surveying their yards and for damage and problems. And it's one of the most common problems we hear about is their concrete has cracked, it's sinking and things. So if you look around your home, whether it's your sidewalk, your driveway, your patio, your stoop sometimes, it's in need of help there, and that's one of the things we can help them with.
Now, you also have this basement defender. Can you tell us about that? I know because it's important to have a sump pump, but a backup sump pump as well. But oftentimes they quit because of, our electricity gets knocked out with these spring storms.
Right, Amy, and all sump pumps fail. And in fact, all backup pumps also fail eventually because they're mechanical things. And even with the backup pump, now you've got a battery, you've got a charger, you've got other things that can go wrong. You have, power outages and things. So the unfortunate thing, when the sump pumps do fail, really bad things happen. You can flood, you can get inches of water in your basement in a matter of minutes. So that's one of the biggest fears that homeowners have, and rightfully so, is that their sump pump will fail. The Basement Defender really puts an end to that because it's the only device that will actually test your pump every morning at 8 a.m. It will run both pumps, your primary and your backup. It'll physically run them, test them, monitoring the amperage, and it'll send you an alert on your email or mobile device letting you know only if there's a problem. So it really gives you peace of mind. You know now that your sump pumps are working every day.
Mm-hmm. What if you have a 6 foot seawall, like a gap from the wall to the water in your backyard, but then there's 10 feet of water in the canal? How does that? What do you do? What do you do when you have an alligator swimming in your living room? Do you have a solution for that?
Yeah, I think that they've already figured that out in Florida. It's called evacuation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly right. All right, so you mentioned like cracks in your concrete, but as people, as you said, surveying their house and seeing if everything is where it should be, up to snuff. What are other things that are like telltale signs that you need to get some work done to tighten things up? Well,
the biggest thing is, like I say, the concrete's nice. Your driveway sidewalk because it's so visible. And the problem with ignoring those things, the cracks and sinking, is that they don't get better. They will get worse. They start off as eyesores. They can develop into trip hazards, and they lower the cost of your property. So your initial gut reaction, probably, I'll just break that out and replace it. But that doesn't really address the real problem. The real problem is the underlying soil. That concrete cracked and sank for a reason, and it's the soil. So we have a much better solution where we can inject a structural-grade polyurethane material through dime-sized holes we drill into the concrete and actually lift and level the existing concrete. And it works great. It's environmentally friendly, and you can drive over it in 10 minutes.
And what about, I mean, you've been in business since 1979, and how have you remained? I mean, that is, you've got to hold the world record right now for that, right?
Well, we're certainly the oldest family-owned business in Chicagoland and one in the country, one of the largest. And we do it, Amy, by every day, live in our core values. We do what we say we're going to do. We strive to be better. We act with urgency. We're compassionate. We inspire creativity, optimism, and fun. And just following those core values allows us to adapt to what's going on in the market, regardless if it's a flood, it's a drought, it's a COVID, whatever it is. You know, if you do the right thing by people and treat our customers, our employees, and their property with respect, they'll call you back. And we have a very large, satisfied customer base.
Did your father start the business, or grandfather, or uncle?
No, no, I started it when I was 10.
Because you sound very young.
Thank you. No, I started it 44 years ago, working out of the back of my pickup truck just by myself on a shovel. And, again, just doing the right thing, and people tell two friends, they tell two friends. And so, yeah, it's been very gratifying to see the business grow and expand our products and services so we can help people in all aspects of keeping their home healthier and more valuable.
Great entrepreneurial story. He's Roy Spencer, founder and president of PermaSeal. To schedule your consultation, free consultation, call 800-421-SEAL or visit PermaSeal.net. PermaSeal.net is the website. 800-421-SEAL is the phone number. Roy, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Well, thank you both, and you have a great day, okay?
All right. You too, and he joined us on our turnkey.pro answer line.
The more you listen, the more you'll know. This is Chicago's Morning Answer. Morning Answer on AM 560. The Answer.
This is Albert Mohler for townhall.com. America is experiencing what our own Surgeon General has called an epidemic of loneliness. This is a widespread problem, he writes, that should have